Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm gonna learn you how to get any frame data you want using the tool that the game provides you. Um, it's gonna be a pretty complicated video, but I hope I'm gonna make it simpler for everyone, so everyone can now um, get their own frame data. And the reason I'm doing this is because I got a lot of people asking me what's the frame data on this, what's the frame data on that, and I gave like really precise answer, and most of the time they don't know how I do because they're not really familiar with my technique to get data. And another reason is the in-game frame data, while being good, is sometimes flawed. Like it would either give you sometimes false data or just not good enough data because it doesn't take in consideration like something like spacing, which we'll see later. That this move is really dependent on spacing. So that is why I think it's really important to learn how to use the tool that KI provides you. And KI is a very complete finding game on this matter because you can access input, hitbox, and frame by frame. Not in training mode, but we're gonna see how we do later. So you pretty much can get anything you want. The only move that you might not be able to get the perfect frame data on it, like active frame of parry, for example, like you can see that. But that's like the only thing, honestly. Like everything else, like you can have frame data if you want. So let's dive into it. It's not gonna happen in training mode because I told you training mode you don't have access to any um, frame by frame tool, so you can't really be precise on things. You just have to trust your eyes, which is not very good because fighting game is 60 frames per second, and human eye is just not as fast to see the detail and then everything that's happening in here. So I'm just gonna dive right into it and show you how it's done. So what I do, local versus, like I plug another controller and I record like a local versus whatever like file. You know, I'm not gonna do it because I already recorded it, but I'm just gonna show you what I do. Like it's simple. So I just random characters, just take my character, whatever. I'm gonna use Kimu, but I'm just gonna use the same extract. The first difficulty you're gonna encounter is the fact that if you don't have like another player, you can't really block, make the opponent to block. But you can go around that. You can just hold your second controller in your hand and do it. Or sometimes I get a warrior and I just force the stick to be on block position so I can do my testing better. It's just a matter of taste, honestly. But like, you don't need really a second human being to do the test. You can just do it by your hand. So you just do that and you record whatever you want. Like, and I'm not recording anything serious right now. I'm just showing you like what you should do. Don't bother activating hitbox or anything. It's not important right now. Just record whatever you want, whatever you want to test, and yeah, and then just quit like that. So now you got your replay file. Uh, you're gonna go into archive and replays. And I'm not gonna take the clip that I just recorded, but I'm gonna take this one because it's the one I want to work with. And first thing first, you're gonna do it right away. You're gonna activate hitbox input, and you're gonna put frame by frame. So I'm gonna explain, like, the game. It's not obvious that you can get any frame data you want, but manipulating those three tools pretty much give you anything you want just by the nature of hitboxes. You can pause anytime you want. Let me just activate hitbox on screen input. Yeah, we're good. And just pause. Okay. So Combining the knowledge and the visual of hitboxes, the inputs, and using some like buffer technique like jumps after any move, you can get pretty much anything you want. So why? Because inputs give you the frame where the move starts. Like as soon as I see the input on the screen, which means frame one. Hitbox give you like see like the visual indication. Like when it's active, like green hitbox is your earth box, blue hitbox is your throw box, yellow hitbox is your collision box, and red hitbox are generally like active frames. So you see as soon as it's active, and when it's not active anymore, then recovery. And the thing is, you see right away, like you can't really know when it's recovered or not. Like, see, yeah, there's, but you can actually, because you're gonna use jump. So jump, because jump is a passive input, which means you can hold it and get it as soon as possible, like first frame possible. Um, you're gonna be able to get anything you want, because jump makes your throw box disappear on first frame, which means it's gonna be your visual indicator of the move being over and you starting a jump, which pretty much like mark the end of your recovery frames. In simple case, at least, because yeah, there's cancel and everything. But that's how I do. That's you do. So I think I've recorded like a standing minion punch. Yeah. So here, see, I'm holding up already. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14. Bam! Hitbox disappear, which means like the jump is starting, which means there's 14 frame of recovery. Because this is the first frame of a jump. So that's how you do, right? See the first frame on the inputs. Like here, I'm moving forward. See on the up left of the screen, and I'm gonna do Dragon Dance, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna do Dragon Dance. So see, as soon as you see the heavy kick comes in, there we go. First frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. See, active on 14th frame, which is what the frame data said. Why do I choose this move? Because this is the type of move that is dependent on spacing, and that this type of tool will help you understand. Because see, when I'm just doing it up close, it's gonna be like -2. Oh yeah, so this I'm holding up after, and there's you jumping is gonna mark like the end of the recovery, and the opponent getting his throw box back, because you can be thrown in blockstun. So as soon as you're being throwable, which means you're out of blockstun, which means the blockstun is gone. So as soon as you see like the throw box on the opponent, like the blue box on the opponent goes back, this means at the end of the blockstun. And from there you just count. It's probably gonna be -2. The spacing is bad. See, 1, 2, and then my throw box disappear. I'm -2. See, like Fogor's throw box reappeared 2 frames before my throw box disappeared, which means he recovers 2 frames because I did, which means I'm -2, obviously. That's very simple. What if you want to do like that's like something that you just can use for checking, because the frame data already gives you this kind of data. But what it can give you though is spacing, like, or ender or knockdowns that you can just get whenever you want. Like I have so many Jago players asking me, what is the data on this knockdown, this knockdown, this knockdown? Just do your ender, just hold up and see as soon as like your character leave, like Robux disappear, and count from it, and just count until like the other character's Robux. I mean, if it's a knockdown, it's gonna be even like a whole hitbox reappear because wake up animation is invincible. So as soon as you see the hitbox reappear, it means it's vulnerable, and you just count the frame until that moment and that moment, and you just got it. You just got your advantage. So here I'm just want to show you how useful this tool can be to just get specific stuff that the game won't allow you to, the in-game frame data won't bother giving you, because the in-game frame data is not evolving, it's just data. And as soon as you enter a move, it won't calculate like any frame, it will just put the frame data of the move when it's point blank pretty much. This is why Fireball like are like -6 point blank, but we don't have like the real frame data of Fireball when they're like thrown from far away and everything. So this can help you actually get like real data. And Kimu's every Dragon Dance has an evolving frame data um, if you space it right, because there's a lot of active frames. You're gonna see it right away. The first active frame is not gonna hit right away. See, 1, 2, bam, it hits. So it's gonna push back Fulgor a little farther, which means my second hit is also not gonna hit right away. And I'm gonna be probably -1 on this one. So let's check. Let's see when Fulgor's hitbox reappear. By the way, I'm using Hex to go frame step. I'm not sure. No one's aware of it, but see, I'm 0, because no, I'm -1, because Fulgor's hitbox reappeared, and I was still in recovery from one frame, and then my jump starts. So you see that like frame data is not stable. Like you can get different frame data according to some spacing on some move. So I think that's why this tool is really useful. Because if you want to really be serious with your character, like Kimo is like really dependent on this. Like every Dragon Dance is a pretty bad move up close, but from far away it's actually really good. Like I didn't even space it the best way. I could get it +4 instead of -1 or -2. So that is how I do. I hope it's gonna help some people to get better at getting their own frame data. Because honestly, I'm getting kind of tired to answer all these questions. Some people have even asked me to do it for them. Like it's not hard. It's just you have to understand what tool you have and what tool the game gives you. Like I told you, you can get any frames that you want. Like the only exception would be like parry. Parry, yeah, you can see the active frame of the parry, um, but you can get the recovery of it for sure. You can get dashes, even counter breaker recoveries, shadow counter, freeze frame. You can know what freeze frame are. And I think, yeah, last thing I did, I think was like a shadow dragon kick to show you invincibility. Yeah, I'm just building meter right now, and I'm gonna do it. I don't know why my input are doubled. That's weird. Yeah, my input are doubled. I don't know why. So yeah, first frame, then the freeze happened. And you see it's still invincible because Urbos are not here, and it's still invincible after the freeze. And it became like vulnerable like after like few active frames. So it's actually really good because it's go beyond startup of invincibility. But yeah, that's just an example of what you could do. Like the possibilities are endless. If you once you master it, like you can get anything. You can even get like counter hit frame data if you have like a body you just mash buttons and you just do your stuff. Like there's nothing you cannot know with all those tools. So again, it's a little it's not a rant, but it's like I'm kind of tired that people just assume stuff when they have like all the tools to actually know stuff instead of assuming them. You just have to know how to use them, and I hope this video will help, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.